Welcome back. Vape Dr. Dan here. Today we're going to be doing the Kennedy competition RDA clone by Vceego. So this I picked up a while ago. If you're a vlog viewer, you saw on my vape date vlog, that's where I got it. I got it purely because it was copper and it went with this and I heard good things about it, and this is a pretty awesome little combo. Just got myself just a little 5-wrap 22 gauge dual macro coils in there. Comes out to 0.15 ohms. Rocking my Sony VTC4 30 amp battery in there. Before I get too into it, let's dive up close and take an up close and personal look at it. Alright, so here we go. Here is the Vceego Kennedy competition. Let's flip that around so you can see nice Kennedy branding there. It's got a super wide bore drip tip that fits in with that O-ring right in there. Now, it doesn't fit any other drip tips that I've found. So you're kind of stuck with the one that it comes with unless you buy multiples of it and you get, like, say the black one or the silver one or something like that. I got the copper because I like the looks of it, and it goes with my M6 MechMod. Now here is the base section, nice double O-ring there, and it is very tightly fit. It's not going to be coming off on its own at all. Grab my screwdriver here so we can flip some wick up here. So you can see post holes are nothing to write home about. They're not amazingly huge or anything. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Maybe? It's going to focus? Come on now. Okay, it doesn't want to focus, but there we go. So, not super huge post holes. I actually had to drill the one out in the middle just so that I could fit two very simple coils. It does have a fairly deep juice well, but it's cut off by these two chimneys here, which go from this bottom airflow. So as you can see, my screwdriver pokes through right up those chimneys, and it does offer a large amount of airflow. It is very, very open airflow. So you kind of just have to tuck the wicks in beside there. Just tuck, and push it out a little bit so that we've got some airflow happening. I've just got my normal 5-wrap 22 gauge builds in there. It was a bit of a pain even after I drilled out the hole to get both wires through. So you're not going to be throwing anything crazy in here. No aliens, no Clapton, nothing fancy like that. But it does get the job done with some nice 22 gauge wires. I have built sleeper parallels on there, but you're definitely not fitting two parallel coils in that at all. So like I said, that goes on there. Just a nice protruding 510 center pin there. Does stick out quite a bit. So this is perfectly safe to use with your hybrid mech mods. Or hybrid mods of any sort, I suppose. Let's see if I can get that in there. There we go. You got a nice little Kennedy package there. Not much to show up close, other than those funky airflow tubes. It's a bit of a pain to drip through the top. Even when you pull it off, it doesn't really offer a whole lot of ability to drip onto the coils. I've just been popping the top cap off to drip and just juicing up the coils, just painting it right on there. So before I start talking too much about it, let's just jump back out to normal view, face view, whatever you want to call it, and we'll vape on it, and we will talk about it some more. Alright, so that was the Kennedy competition clone by Vceego, up close and personal. I'm just going to give her some juice. and we will, talk about this a little bit more. So I'm not thrilled with the post hole size. It's not. I love to build with 22 gauge, and it just. Oop, I'm throwing stuff around. 1 second. That top cap just rolled like 6 feet away. Anyways, so I'm not thrilled with the post hole size. I like to build with 22 gauge, like I just said, and I had to drill out the center post just to fit a dual 22 gauge build in there. Just straight macro coils, nothing fancy. It's just my go-to build for testing out RDAs, and you can't argue with the performance. It does. Once you widen up that center post, it does fit it. It was a pain in my butt to get the two in there, but they're in there, and it's making delicious vapor. It's got wide open airflow. Bottom airflow does make it really an interesting vape. It isn't adjustable, but I feel like that's just about the perfect amount of airflow for the way I vape. And you can't argue with the performance of it. It's a great little RDA clone. It's cheap as borscht, and it works great for the price. I think it's about $40. I got it at a screaming deal. I think it was like 40% off or something like that, and it was $22.50. So math whizzes out there, do the math. It's not that expensive. Great little RDA. I do recommend it if you're looking for something neat and with a little bit different airflow. Like I said, it's not adjustable. But for me, I don't really need to adjust it. And like I just pop the top cap off, juice up my coils, and pop it back on, and away I go. It's not my cloud comp RDA, but it is definitely good. It's definitely good for flavor. It's not great on flavor because of how much airflow it has. And you can't put another drip tip in there. It does not fit. I can't even fit a drip tip on top of this drip tip. So I don't know if you can find other Kennedy style drip tips. Maybe comment in the comments below if you know of a place where you can get Kennedy drip tips. I'd be interested in trying different ones. So that's really all I got to say. It's a very basic, very decent, highly decent RDA. If you're interested in it, I'd give it a shot. Honestly, it's a great little vape, and the copper one just looks so badass on pretty much everything I have. Look, like I just got this Rage box. I'll be talking about this in the vlog on Sunday. Like just pop this on here for a second. It even looks badass on that. Fits perfectly on that little 510 there, and just it goes so well with the blue. But I bought it for my M6, so that's what it stays on most of the time. Just like look, it looks like a slug. It's awesome. Anyways, I am getting off topic, so yes, I do recommend it. I do believe Cold Turkey has them in stock. I'm not 100% sure about that, and I will link in the description below if you're not in Winnipeg where you can pick them up online if you are so interested. That being said, this review is done, and like I always say, stay Smurfy. Those guys can bounce back from anything.